everyone, welcome back to Giovanna Designs. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. Please consider subscribing. If you've been here before, thank you for returning. I appreciate you. So today is so much fun because I got a goodie box from Leslie. And you know I always get thrilled when I get anything from Colourarte. So, I mean, I'm, a little obsessed, let's be honest. But there is a new product called the Prizm Pour, and it's amazing. I mean, okay, so let me give you a little backstory on this. Leslie told me that she was developing these quite a while ago. It was a couple of months ago, but then COVID hit, and the whole world stopped. So production was slowed down quite a bit. And they are going to be coming out now with smaller batches so that they can get them going and get them out into the public, and they don't have to wait for the whole line. But there's a whole line of colors. It's coming, trust me. You're going to die when you see these. These, I mean, if you are a metallic loving person like I am, I mean, it says it on the label, ultra metallics. She's not kidding. I mean, they are the most reflective ultra metallic thing you've ever seen. They're gorgeous. And then some of them have that interference quality to them. So you see a little hint of a different color and a different, when you angle them. So they're really, really cool. You're going to love them. So right now I have 4. I have blazing bronze, Egyptian coin, we've got burnished copper, and hot orchid. Hot orchid. I want to bathe in hot orchid. It's, oh my gosh, the most beautiful pink that I've ever seen, ever. It's to die for. So I haven't decided yet what I'm going to mix them with. I just got them. I turned the camera on and started talking because I just was like, I'm all excited. So so I will go through when I get the canvas together and get everything set up. I will go through as I'm pouring. I will tell you what colors I'm pouring with. I haven't really set that in my head yet, but I'm using all of them. So it's going to be a very metallic piece, and it's going to be very cool, and I'm very excited about it. So we're going to get going on that. Also, I am going to do a little bit of an experiment with them. I've decided to kind of show you why Leslie is not a fan of Floetrol very much. She uses it every once in a while for itty bitty bits, but generally speaking, she does not, I don't want to say promote, but encourage you to use that with her products. And there's a reason for that. And look, nothing against Floetrol. I use Floetrol. I like Floetrol. I have no issue with it. But for her products, really, her pouring medium is the best thing to use with them, or another pouring medium that has a gloss base. Let's put it that way, because Floetrol does matte out your colors. And when it comes to something like this, why would you want to do that? You don't want to do that. Trust me, okay? This is just not something that you want to dull down in the slightest possible bit. The whole attraction to it is that it's incredibly ultra metallic. So you don't want to destroy that quality in, an inkling, not at all. So, but I'm going to do a sample, and I'm going to do an experiment just to show you side by side so that you don't have to do it. Okay? So I'm going to bring you down, from the clamp now. I will show you on the table them side by side, or maybe I'll bring you outside. I don't know, sunlight or camera light. I'll check them both out first and see which one is better for you to actually see what I'm talking about, and then we'll go from there. And then we'll get into the painting. Okay, great. We'll be right back. Okay, so here we have all 4. If you can see, I did 2 coats of each one, just because the first coat of the Floetrol batch became really, really, really thin. And so I wanted you to see the actual difference with a true color there, and not just, the canvas underneath. So as I bring you in, I'm going to bring you over the Floetrol side first. You've got a hint of a sheen. It's there. Right? I'm not going to deny it's there. You've got it here too, straight across to the bronze and to the burnished copper. That I think is probably the most. Now, these are completely dry. Nothing happening here. Okay, they're not wet at all. So anything that you see here is a dried result. But now, take that burnished copper that looks pretty good, right? And bam. Look at that. I mean, that is night and day. I want to turn the camera sideways, but I'm going to make you dizzy. Night and day from this, right? You've got a little bit of, okay, it's a little metallic, but wow. This is why she calls them ultra metallics. They're just absolutely beautiful. They're really just, you know, 10 times the metallics that you're gonna see anywhere else. Okay, this is the bronze. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? And this is the one with the Floetrol. It's me, it's nothing, right? And again, these are completely dry. I'm not showing you wet anything. I mean, this is a dried result. So Egyptian coin and hot orchid, I mean, look at that. These two are probably I mean, I can't say probably, hot orchid's my favorite, right? It's just Egyptian coin's probably the second best, I would say. I mean, look at the life in those. And if you see, as you go across the hot orchid, it has a little bit of that interference. I think a hint of the blue in there. It's just sparkling as I move around. You see that as I come across it? And now, same thing here. I'm gonna hold it up the same angle so you can see it. Yes, it's got a hint of a reflection to it, but I mean, comparatively speaking, nothing. Not even close. Okay, so I just wanted to take a second and show you what these look like out in the sunlight, just in case that interior light wasn't that great. I just brought these two out because it's all I can hold when I'm holding the camera with the other hand. So, if you can see, as I'm moving around, the hot orchid and the Egyptian coin, look at how incredibly reflective and bright and amazing those are. I mean, they're like crazy reflective, super metallic, unbelievably ultra metallics, I should say. All right, now, same thing with the Floetrol. Look at that. You got nothing. I mean, there's a hint of a reflectiveness, and I'll hold it at the exact same angle so you can see. Look at the hot orchid, and look at the one with the Floetrol. Look at the Egyptian coin. Look at that, Lonnie. And then there. I mean, it almost looks like a different paint. It really, really does. And this is exactly the same. I'm holding it exactly the same angle. So you can see as I'm moving it around, nothing's happening on the bottom. Now, will that come back, you know, if you put a resin or a varnish on it? Maybe a little bit, a tiny bit. But, you know, you're going to spend all this money on these super high quality paints. Don't try to stretch them out with a product that's going to take away the reason why you bought them, right? I mean, honestly, I think that most people use Floetrol for that reason, to stretch, you know, their dollar, because these things are expensive, right? The really high quality paints are not really cheap. But, you know, you're buying this for a reason. You're buying it for the quality of it, and then you're taking it away when you're mixing it with the Floetrol. And for some other paints, that's not a big deal. Oh, I'm gonna move that back. And you know, maybe for some other paints, that's not that big of a deal, but for something like this, where the, you know, entire reason you're buying it is for this quality, you don't want to take that away by using a mixing agent that's going to take away the sheen. So if you do have to use something to stretch them out a little bit, make them last a little longer, use the Colourarte pouring medium. Or if you have a different gloss pouring medium that you love, use that. But Floetrol's not a great choice for this, you know, specifically. It can work for other colors just fine. For this, it's not the best idea. So, okay, just wanted to show you that in the sun so you can see, because I mentioned doing it inside the house and in the sun. So there it is in the sun. Okay, let's get to painting. And we're back. Okay, hair is up, camera's down, canvas prepped and ready to go. I've got it perfectly level, and I've got a clean table, but a dirty canvas. I am reusing this canvas, and as you can see, I used primary elements on it last time because it's stained, but we're going to use a black base. So I'm excited about that because I really think that these Prizm Pours are just gonna pop right off of that black background. But to give it some depth also, because I wanted to add a little bit of contrast in there other than just the black, I'm also adding in Amsterdam Permanent Blue Violet and a little bit of Payne's Gray. Ah! Seriously, Gia? Like, really? And then for brightness, I'm going to pop in there some of the Artist Loft Metallic White. So we're gonna bring up another metallic, but you know, I don't have, oh gosh, what does she call it? Milky Way? Something to that effect. I know that's not the right thing. Moonstone? Moonshine? I don't know. I can't remember, but Leslie's coming out with a white that is just amazing. And I'm gonna be putting this one out before I put out another one. That what I did with that one was I took the abalone shell in a glaze and went over this metallic white actually, and it came out stunning. Well, I wouldn't have had to do that if I already had Leslie product, because she has a Prizm Pour coming out. I should be pouring while I'm talking, right? She has a Prizm Pour coming out that is just about the same thing. It's the white sparkle with a touch of abalone shell in it. Glittery, white, beautiful, amazing. I've seen it, not in person unfortunately, but I've seen it and it's beautiful. This is not enough black. I need more. This is a big canvas. All right. Okay, let's blow this around and try not to get black all over my studio. Here we go. Okay, now don't forget, if you're working on a level 3 canvas, to always double check your corners. And if you're working with a black, you know, you can pre-paint, or a really dark color. You can pre-paint your sides if you like. If you feel like the paint that you're working with is opaque enough, then you don't really need that extra step unless you want to just, you know, have a little insurance for yourself that it's really going to cover 100%. But this one's pretty opaque. I've never had to pre-paint anyway before. Not with my black. Which is just the Artist Loft Flow Acrylic Black. Not using anything special. But it's pretty opaque. It sticks really well. Okay, I just adjusted the ring light a little bit. I wanted to make sure it wasn't blinding you with a reflection on the black, and I noticed that it just had a really deep shadow over here. So just change that a little bit if you're wondering why the lighting changed there. Okay, so let's have some fun. I'm gonna go straight, I think, a little bit up and then a wing. At least, let's see where, that's where I'm going. Let's see if that works. I gotta be really careful because I have a tendency to over pour. Ah, right in the middle, really? Dude, did you have to do that to me? Okay, that'll probably be covered with the flare, so I'm not gonna sweat it too much. Let's see if these darker colors even show up, right? I don't know. We'll see. You know, really? Really, Gia? Today's my day for getting myself in the paint. Or the paint misbehaving, I should say. All right, well, I mean, this is super reflective off the black though, which is so pretty. This is the gold, Egyptian coin, I should say. I'm gonna use their proper terms. I know, I always have a tendency to just call it gold or copper or whatever, but I have to use the name. All right, and this is my Payne's Gray. You know, going right down the center of the metallics with the darker colors. Come on, buddy. It's the last of it. No. A little bit more. I need a little bit more. There we go. All right. Now you can go. I've got my copper here. Burnished copper. The coolest thing is happening. I'm getting these wild little dendrites. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. Wow. Wow. Okay, I've got to talk to Leslie and find out why that's happening. What is the chemical reaction going on there? What did I do wrong? Or right, I don't know. I guess it depends on what your, you know, position is on getting funky little dendrites like that, right? Okay, do I want a little bit more pink? A little bit, yeah, I kind of do. All right, I really have to get rid of that now. I'll put a little more pink right down the middle. I really want that pink to be the star of the show here, so we're gonna do that. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, it looks like a little sunburst. How cute is that? You gotta go though, buddy. You gotta go. I don't want to sunburst in my painting. What is happening? This is crazy looking in the coolest way. Okay, I have to do something like where I really want that effect. Okay, now I'm gonna ruin them. Oh well. Here we go. Nope. Thought I had enough black on there, but I don't. Let's mark my black around. I need my black to flow, and I thought I had a pretty heavy base layer, but just not enough. Now that was too much. I'm gonna have to blow that off because that pooled a little bit there. Okay, blast it again with the torch because this is, every time you pour new paint, you get new bubbles, right? Now don't forget when you're doing this and you know, if you scrape an area or if you add some more fresh paint to that area, you're gonna get the bubbles. So just remember to torch those suckers out before you start adding things to it. And here we go. Got myself again. I'm gonna be covered in black before the night is over. I mean, I'm wearing black, but I don't want to be wearing black. All right, let's blow this baby out. Looks like a dragon already. Here we go. Whoa. Oh my goodness. So cool. Wow. Okay, this blew out very similarly to one of the iridescents because it just, you see that hint of the blowout all around the center line. But, oh my goodness, the sparkle on this baby is insane. Wow. Okay, Colourarte is not kidding when they say ultra metallic. This stuff is, whew. beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Okay, what do I want to do with this? I almost lost this over here, by the way. I started to blow it and went, no, and just, you know, backtracked on there. And I really expected to have a lot more color and less of a kind of nebula explosion, but I love it. I think the black kind of overtook the colors a little bit. Maybe next time I won't flood it. But, oh my goodness, this is really, really pretty. Okay, where do I go with this? It's not too much that I want to do, believe it or not. Let me see what I can do by encouraging everything with a little heat to play nice together and see what pops up. Yeah, see, I have some more color coming through just from the heat alone. Oh, see, like that cell just exploded. If there's paint trapped underneath a very, very thin veil of your top color, torching will bring that up, and that will cause some cell action or just more color in that area. Now, if there's no paint under there, well, then you're just burning the top of your paint. No, I'm kidding. No, then nothing really happens. That's not true. Occasionally you will get, or if you stay in one spot for too long, you will get what looks like sort of where the paint just separates. It's not really cells. They're tiny little, well, you know, on a white base it would be white. Tiny little, it's kind of a burn mark technically, but it doesn't look like a burn mark. It just looks like a whole bunch of itty bitty little cells, you know, in an area that's this big. And you will get that. And that's a look that some people really love and some people really do not love. So that's up to you whether you like that or not. Just want to make these edges softer. It's a little too round. Oh, that's so pretty. You probably can't see this because it's so faint on the top of the black. But I'm just moving that top layer around. I'm actually dabbing off some of the black because that's just way too much black right there. Soak up some of the black. Please excuse the interruption. We have technical difficulties. My camera started to die and my light went off, but I realized when I went to go fix it, I was done anyway. So I figure I'll just take you down from the clamp and show you all these insane details. Okay, I'm gonna try not to blind you with the reflection on the black, but I just want you to, yep, see, nope, that's blinding. I'm gonna go this way. I just want you to see, if you can, all of that happening. You see all of those flares going on? That's all metallic sitting on the black. Oh my gosh, how am I gonna show you these details without really being reflective? Okay, so I'm gonna start down here and we're gonna go on an angle and hope that it's not, oh my gosh, seriously? That is not good. All right, we're gonna try to do it this way. Okay, so if you see those sort of shadowy parts around the edges, that's all metallic sitting on top of black. And I really can't, oh, there we go. Okay, now I can show you. You see how that's just glimmering a little bit on top of the black? It's doing it a lot more than you can see, but because of the camera and the black, cameras just do not like black. It's really not showing up to be what it truly is. But what I want to show you, you know, other than all the wispy parts on the edges, is the middle, which is this crazy cool stuff. Look at that. Can you see the metallics in that now? Look as I go over what those prism pores look like. It's just, they're crazy. And I'm still getting, I'm not getting those dendrites necessarily anymore, but I'm getting these funky little shapes, which are so cute. They're wild looking. You see this? It's almost like the black is cutting into the metallic in between little rivers. It's just the coolest effect. Don't know why. I used water and paint on this. Tiny, tiny splash of pouring medium. That's it. No Floetrol, nothing funky. Look at those. How cool are they? They're like little alien hands reaching out into the black. They're wild looking. but I mean, the essence of this is just the metallics, and they just sing against the black. Oh my goodness. So pretty. I cannot wait to see this dry, and I will show you the dry result. So don't think I'm going to leave you hanging on that one. I will definitely show you the dry result because I think that you're going to see this much better when it's dry. I think the wet paint with the camera reflection is just, it's not giving you anywhere close to the effect of what I'm seeing. So, okay, I will be right back in a few days when this dries. Be back in a second. Okay, so you're going to have to forgive me here and give me a little grace because I'm going to be moving this around as I'm filming because I want to show you guys the reflective quality of this, and just looking at it flat on a table you don't see it. So, it is so pretty and so reflective and so metallic. It's just great to look at that. Can you see that? Isn't that gorgeous? The color is so strong. It's just, I'm wowed by these. And then if you see, as it goes into the black, do you see that glitter effect? It's just so pretty. It's so, so pretty. And you know, the camera doesn't get along with black, so you're really not seeing this as beautifully as I am. I mean, this whole area just looks kind of flat and reflective. To me, this pink is all glitter. It's completely glittered up. And it's got a little bit of that blue iridescent quality to it. It's just gorgeous. I wish you could see it the way I'm seeing it, but I think at least you're getting the idea of how intensely reflective they are. They're absolutely gorgeous. So this piece is available. This was not a commission, you know, it was a sample try. So to see how these paints work. So if you like the crazy pink and golden copper and everything dragon, let me know. Email me at giovannadesigns@gmail.com. And if I don't know if I mentioned in the intro, but yeah, I'm still having that sale, the moving sale. So check out my Instagram. If you see anything there, my Instagram is @giovannadesigns. Then you can shoot me an email and we can talk about it. Don't forget that I also have a Colourarte discount coupon, 20% off if it's Giovanna620. I hope that you try these out. You love them as much as I do. They're crazy cool, and I cannot wait for all the other colors. So yeah, I hope that this was informative and you enjoyed watching me today, and you have a fabulous day. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye.